mean, first of all, I mean, Coach Phelps has done an unbelievable job with this team. You know, I'm not sure you go across the league and you could take anybody's starting center and starting power forward, or certainly two guys that were going to be heavily in the mix off their team, and be as competitive as they've been. You know, he's done a fabulous job of putting this team together and probably changing the way they thought they were going to play before Seth and Reese went down. So we feel fortunate to come in here and get a win. They play with a lot of energy at home. You know, our mission was to slow down Rice and Simons. Obviously, we weren't able to do that. I'm not sure it had as much to do with what we weren't doing, but more so that they just played extremely well. I thought we forced Rice into some tough shots off the dribble. He's so powerful in the lane, and then you know, Ben hit some big shots for him as well. But we took advantage of offensively of some of the things they were doing defensively, some of the switches. We were able to get some high-lows there late in the second half, and really we had two freshmen that really saved the day for us. Austin Chapman came in, you know, got the ball moving, penetrated, and was able to find some shooters. And Will Artino was outstanding. You know, Ejinike gets his fourth foul with 10 or 11 minutes to go, and Will gave us some huge minutes, and is just a great example of you have to stay with it. You know, Will didn't play in one of our conference games, and it would be easy to pack it in and think of excuses. And to Will's credit, he's continued to work, and he's playing his best basketball of the season when we needed him the most tonight.
Questions?
Greg, there's probably nothing tougher in college basketball than winning road games in league. So what does that say about this team that they've won 6 straight on the road at this time of the year? I think it's the longest such streak in like almost 40 years.
You know, there's a confidence about this group that's pretty impressive, and it's not an arrogance, it's not a cockiness, it's just a very strong belief in each other, and they've got each other's back. And you know, Antoine got in deep tonight, missed some layups that he normally makes, missed some little jump shots that he normally makes, but other guys stepped up. And you know, defensively, we've been better in league play than we were in non-league, and for the most part, this team takes good shots. And you know, I watch some basketball games on TV, some college games. I can't believe the shot selection is some teams in college basketball. And if you watch us, very seldom do we take a bad shot. And when you're unselfish enough to play that way, you're going to put yourself in positions to win on the road. And I think our experiences last year, as close as we were in several situations, we really couldn't kick that door down. I think we lost 6 or 7 of them that were 5-point games or less last year on the road. I think you learn from that and you grow from that. And then I think going to San Diego State and winning in the fashion we did in that environment, what that does for your confidence is unbelievable. So this is a confident group that really believes in each other, and they've worked extremely hard to put themselves in the position they're in.
Greg, what do you think of Doug's performance, especially down the stretch where you seem to want the ball after possession and really convert inside?
Well, you know, Doug did a good job of, you know, we got the switch and we got him down low, and then the guys that were on the floor with him did a good job of picking the spots to throw to him. Oftentimes when you get that switch and you get the point guard on one of your front line players, you get a little excited and you want to throw it in there right away, and that's oftentimes not the time to throw it in. You need to reverse the ball, you need to keep it moving, get their defense distorted. And Doug, is, as you know, is so good at catching it quick and getting it off before the help gets there. So he made some big baskets for us and stepped up and made a couple big free throws when we needed him as well.
2 more.
What do you think's improved about Doug's game the most this season?
I think the fact that he's stronger, he can, you know, he had Jordan Clark owned him here last year with his physical play. And, you know, that was 15, 20 pounds ago for Doug. And this year, Doug can at least continue to play through a physical beating like that because he's a little bit stronger. And then I think he's gotten better over both shoulders. You know, he always went both ways, but he's been more consistent over that right shoulder with his left hand this year.
Coach, what do you think about the way opposing student sections get after Doug? And did you and Doug kind of have a little laugh about that after the game?
You know, I've been doing this 24 years, so I don't pay much attention to what they say, and I think Doug's heard enough of it that he kind of, you know, it just blows it off as well. I mean, it's part of the college game, and for the most part, people have been respectful. That's kind of the way our league is.